Creating an organization that is capable of being sustainable and innovative, not just today, but well into the future, is a lot of work. The Leader's Guide is the manual for how to get started. Everyone who is trying to drive transformation, whether they're two founders in a garage, or they run a small team, or they lead a multinational organization, anyone who sees that future state of what work can be is a leader. I don't care what it says on your business card. So we built this book for anybody who needs to convince others to join them on that transformation journey. When people try to put these ideas into practice, they often struggle with the emotional side of it. It can feel like you're risking your credibility as a leader to lead people into the unknown when you've had to make promises and they may not come true. And it takes a certain level of vulnerability and authenticity as a leader to really share in a transparent way what's really going on with a business. And that emotional courage is something we really work hard to develop in leaders who adopt these ideas. The level of excitement I've witnessed as people start to embrace lean startup style experimentation has been matched only by the skepticism. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, "I love the idea, but that's just not the way we do things here." This book is for both kinds of people. Sure, a small percentage of those who say they can't work this way simply don't want to do the work involved. But the vast majority are expressing their frustration with one of the biggest challenges of embracing entrepreneurial management at scale. Our legacy organizations were set up in ways that don't support innovation. They actually stop it dead in its tracks. The Leader's Guide is a compilation of techniques and practices and, frankly, lessons that I've learned over the past almost 5 or 6 years. It's really tempting to try to be prescriptive like you can be as a consultant, but I found the challenge really interesting to say, I got to avoid saying this is exactly what you should do, but rather to say, here's what someone else in a similar situation, what they encountered and what worked for them. The key idea that goes all the way through the Leader's Guide is that if you're going to try it right, but try it small. Try it and see if the productivity of that team, if the culture of that team is dramatically different than anything that you've experienced before. And then learn from that to go to 2 teams and 4 teams and 8 teams and scale up and beyond if you like what you see. But even if you feel skeptical, the only way to find out if that skepticism is justified is to run the experiment and do it real. I personally loved doing the conversations at the end of each chapter. I feel like hearing from innovators in their own voice, there's no substitute for that. You can hear the actual reality of what they really went through. These are not fictional characters, in some epic. These are real people who had to grapple with the same issues that leaders everywhere have had to grapple with since time immemorial, and to hear it in their own voices, I think really enhances the Leader's Guide throughout. Hi, I'm Eric Ries, and my new Audible original is called The Leader's Guide, available now on Audible.